Wait, wrong president. Never mind.
It's all good. Is winter semis ready to go, Steven? Or winter semis? It is the classic Penguin versus CakeAssault. It's been so long since I've gotten to commentate this matchup, dude. I am actually
I'm very excited.
Like, especially if you want to see players like abuse like to the maximum the weaknesses of like their opponents. Like, this is the matchup to watch because they have had so many hundreds of hours playing against each other.
I mean, they just like Penguin rightfully credits Fullstream and CakeAssault for making him the player that he is. He started playing those players. They really helped him advance.
Yeah.
And like doubles partners forever, of course, between Cake and Penguin. Like, I mean, these guys are just had. I don't know if you can find a matchup in like a fighting game where two players have fought each other as often in the last few years as Penguin and Cake have.
Yeah, in the last few years, I'm not aware of any. Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, I like the Cloud Hop little delay. And here we have that edge guard. Yep, getting rid of the smoke. Oh my gosh, yeah, Penguin just looking for that early kill with the quick attack, and instead, still converts it into up tilt up air.
Listen, sometimes you gotta make 3 lefts to make a right.
That's basically what quick attack is, right? Oh no. Oh my. The speed that Penguin can turn around him being juggled to this is my combo is just staggering.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, holding the jab, getting rid of the smoke, and then you saw him back off, right? So that there was no chance he'd be caught by the appearance of Forsburn from Vanish and then still punish him.
Glide a little bit too high for that to really work consistently. Kinda gotta get lucky. Double kick.
Waits for the option after the pop. Wow, hard DI out there. Penguin just doing a really good job staying barely out of CakeAssault's reach.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. You're getting a little bit extra percent each time you... Okay, I don't know why we didn't just let that rip.
I think Cake maybe wasn't expecting the hit to line up as well.
Yeah. Alright, Combust on deck, but he is sitting at 120. Penguin has both stocks still. Like the immediate turnaround. Knows that the backer is the best option here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Backs away from the cloud too. Just gives Penguin at least that tiny bit of space.
Like fair right now. Yep.
Oh, really good DI there. Okay, I feel like that's like an option that like really works because of like these two players specifically, right? Where like Penguin's like, Cake, you're just coming right at me. So
that was so gross.
There's the thunder line to just get in your way.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Cake was really pulling that around though. As soon as he got to his last stock, he started to get a real sense for how to space himself out of the range of the cloud pop while still having some pressure on Penguin's recovery. Was racking up a bunch of damage. Like, wasn't Penguin in the triple digits at the end there? I think he was really high up. So yeah.
And he actually had just spent his combust as well, so like had a chance to close the stock out there, opted for the defensive option instead. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I know coaches have kind of fell by the wayside a little bit during COVID, but my recommendation to Cake in this next game is to do this on his first stock and not wait till his last stock. So see how that plays out for him.
Okay. Travel pop. You and I were actually just talking about this, Broza, about how like this is a stage that ABSA loves a lot because of the platform placement. Kind of interesting to see Cake go here as his counter pick. I wonder what he has in mind, because I don't recall him choosing this stage against Penguin in the past. At least not as like his first ban pick.
So I think the big thing is that once you do get a second to actually move around with force, you can lay smoke everywhere. And you see it right now on the left-hand side of the screen, like he has so much covered with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and getting rid of it is actually like a little bit more troublesome for ABSA.
Uh-oh.
Gonna catch the up air. Wow, it's still alive.
Look at this now. Penguin's wisely kind of knowing what Cake is looking for, but at the same time, Cake has so much room to move here.
Yeah, because like that's the scary thing. Recovering against Forsberg when like you can't even see half of the ledge, so you don't even know what option he's scouting out at that moment. What?
How did that miss?
I don't know, dude. I'm offended. I'm upset for Forsberg right there.
Yikes!
Getting the first two smokestacks, and then waiting for the last one so you have this cover on the whole side of the stage. Wow. And right there, right, it pays so much because he can just slip right by, come back on stage.
Look at this here. Gets that. Uh-oh. Great TI, though.
That was perfect. Right to the corner.
That's the thing. Like, Penguin saw, or excuse me, Cake saw that he was at 50%, was just like, I'm getting combust ready. It's time.
Mm-hmm. Penguin stalling as hard as he can before coming back to the platform.
Still phenomenal DI here.
Mm-hmm. It's actually insane. Once again, getting the up strong on the lane platform. Very nice.
And that's so hard to deal with too, because like you have to worry about back air, you have to worry about down air, you have to worry about landing down smash, you have to worry about the up strong. Like there's so many timing mix-ups right there, and Penguin just did not have the answer for it that time.
So I guess that's like another aspect of the stage too, is just finding those extensions off that top platform in those like ambiguous like reset spots in a combo.
I'm sorry, when did Penguin take 74%? I just missed that somehow.
I kind of missed that too. I'm not gonna lie. One second he was at 30, and the next he's at like 94.
Yeah, my brain was like, oh, he's getting combust up a little bit early, and then I looked and I was like, oh, he's at 75. Never mind.
And that time the combust catches quick attack, so working as intended now. What a like. We talk about like, Cake's combo game, right? We always talk about it, and yet it still keeps surprising us. Even though you'd think at this point we'd just be like, "Oh yeah, of course he's taken ridiculous amounts of damage. It's Cake," but like he's still tough.
And that's I spoke with Cake briefly during kind of like his break, I guess, from Rivals is probably the best way to look at it. And I was messing around with Forza a little bit, so I was talking with him some, and I was like, well, what do you think about the recent buff? And the main buff to Forza was the fact that now he can double jump out of the cloud and up being into the cloud now, which does move recovery up a little bit for Forza. And the main thing here, you saw it on that stage too, is it really, really disrupts timings. For Forsberg and combo extensions. Like, it really allows any Force player to just stop for a second and go, okay, cool, well now I'm going to throw in this disgusting mix-up where you don't know, I can turn around in the smoke, I can stall in the smoke, I can fast fall out of the smoke and be on the ground at you before you even realize it. Like, it can be really dangerous on a stage that has that much lateral platform space, and you have that much smoke coverage as well, because you don't know what angle you're going to be hit from.
Right, and it gives such a big window also for Forza, like you said, to stall and just react to whatever you're going to do out of hit stun, and like make you really regret that too. So
I'll be interested to see how that works on Forest floor. You do have that same kind of like large lateral space, but the platform layout isn't quite as dynamic as Troupple Pond. So let's see how Game 3 goes.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see CakeAssault get at the level of disgusting mix-ups that we saw on the top platform. And also because they're so much lower, he's not going to be able to kill as early on these as well. But we'll see what happens. This is also just a low ceiling stage in general, so like down strong can still kill pretty well off the top. But of course that means ABSA combos into up air are going to be especially devastating here.
Absolutely. Good weight there. Man, Cake is playing really well right now, Nick.
Yeah, oh, there we go. Down strong on the platform, only 41%. Cake knowing exactly like how to back off, and also the timing that he chooses to like let the clone loose into Penguin's face to explode as he's recovering has been really on point.
Once again, the variety of smoke coverage that Cake has right now is really smart. Good kick there to get rid of it. Gonna come back on the stage with the back air.
Oh, just intercepting quick attack with some jabs. Just stuffing Penguin's movement a little bit. Oh boy. Yeah.
Not ready for that one.
The Thunder Kick makes those clouds so scary to be around in neutral.
see how he. Now it is cool. It is a little bit different to see Cake go for the cloud camping a little bit. He's more of an aggressive player than we know. That's kind of like we know as his style. But I mean, it's one of those things where if you really want to push fours right now, I mean, having that patience is really what helps take it to another level.
We've said in the past how like fours is kind of like the jungler of the game, right? And so much of having like being an effective assassin is about being that patient, right? Setting up that time to wait for the right moment of opportunity. You can't force that situation. You can't force the person's back to be facing your dagger. You gotta just, you know, let it happen sometimes.
Down tilt.
Oh man.
Ooh, okay, I was not expecting that to be a clone.
It's funny how often that happens when Cake is playing. Oh, beautiful! Did you see that wave dashing to intimidate the roll in and then just gonna go ahead and pick up the up tilt right afterwards?
Yeah, phenomenal play. However, we do see Penguin at a pretty large disadvantage. We'll see if Cake opts for the combust here soon. I think he might actually regret not going for it earlier. However, that is going to be enough to do it. Yes, sir. Abs is so light. I was wondering when he got knocked off stage there, would he regret not grabbing the combust then when he had an opportunity earlier, if he got stuck, but comes back and immediately gets to recover past him and get the parry. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Yeah, I think part of what came into that calculus too is just that shorter ceiling on Forest Floor 2. CakeAssault kind of reasoning like, I have ways to like lead into a kill without combust, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hunker down where I can, as opposed to extending a little bit, looking for that resource I don't need as badly.
And not to state the obvious, G-Pick, but CakeAssault one game away from putting Penguin into losers.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I mean, I think it's fitting that potentially a fire character wins the fire tournament, and you know, I'd be happy to see Cake make a return like this. I know he's not exactly been thrilled with where fours is in the meta right now, and it can be a little bit difficult at times. So, you know, this would be a very, very triumphant flag planting moment to immediately knock Penguin into losers first chance.
Yeah, especially to start off this RCS season proper.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are at Rock Wall. This is I've actually seen Penguin take CakeAssault here a few times, and it's usually like what he hopes to leverage here is the tech chasing for like the early percent combos, wave dashing back and forth, using like jab and like F tilt to just reset over and over again. Because going to these corners is so scary against Absa. But that being said, I mean, Forsburn still has back air, so he can still kill Absa super early. Those are sour hit down airs that are sending that hard. There's the back air at the top of the pillar. Only 25.
Man, this is a bad man and a very focused CakeAssault.
Oh, being that close to the blast zone with combust ready to go, that's so scary. Uh-oh.
Look how he's leading him across, too. Ooh, they'll wait for the up tilt. Doesn't get down in time to get that back air. Gets the up tilt in place. Nice down tilt again. Combust. Yes, we can. What a 0 to death from CakeAssault. One stock away from putting himself into winners semis. Or, excuse me, winners finals.
Yes. Penguin fighting his way out of the corner. He's going to need so much more juice. Right now, it looks like trying to both poke at Cake and get rid of the smoke as he can. Because, like, it's halfway through this game, right? The entire stage was covered in smoke, and that just kind of got impossible to see through. Still has 2 more. Big
conversion there.
Yeah.
And this isn't outside the realm of possibility. Like, Penguin does wild things on this stage.
Mm-hmm. Especially, like, lightning kick started near, like, the corners of one of these stages could do it. But here we go, gonna be caught. Okay, good DI in. Good delay. There we go. Cake still with a small lead though. About 80% on Absa. Oh no way!
I was about to jump out of my chair, G-Pig.
I would have broken half of my apartment. There we go though. The second hit of the up strong, carrying it through for CakeAssault, seeing him to winners finals and sending Penguin down to losers to start off top 8.
That's this my boy. That's my son.
It's been a bit since we've seen peak condition CakeAssault, but here we are, man. We're getting.
OS has been updated. We are running Linux now.